Taking a shakedown ride on the G1 Explorer. Just put a new headset in today. Probably include that in this video. We're at a local lake. It's just beautiful this time of the year with all the fall foliage. Sorry I'm in the shade right now. I just decided to do this kind of impromptu, but this headset's great. Stiffened the bike up a little bit. I mean, it's a cheap headset, but it's a little better than what came with the bike. And it's got the built-in bearings. I did grease them a little bit before I put everything together, but it's great. Again, really good deal on this bike, and I mean, it's worth a buy just to have one, and you can actually find them on Marketplace fairly cheap. You know, people buy them and end up not riding them, and I saw one today locally here for around $100, but it was a little further to drive than I wanted to go to buy it. So, but yeah, love this bike. Flat bar conversion on the G1 Explorer. I wouldn't be afraid to buy a drop bar. That's what I did, and I just converted it. Super easy to do. And I put the Shimano brakes, hydraulics on it, front and back, and these, again, transform the bike. No noise, they just work, and they're right on top. So thanks for coming along, and I enjoy making these videos and hope to have more of them for you. Thinking about building a couple bikes actually, but I would love to build a full suspension mountain bike into an electric bike. I don't know whether I'm going to use a Gen 4 X1 Pro Gen 4 CYC motor or a Photon possibly. 2.7 has the DMO1 and the DMO2 that are appealing, and I definitely would like to review them at some point. I love the Fang motors for the reliability, and they're just so easy to find parts for if you actually need the parts. But they don't have torque sensing, and at least in the DIY market, the ones that go through the bottom bracket of a normal bike that are the ones that I typically build. Hopefully they come out with something in the future. They had one in the works, but I think they killed production from what I understand. I could be wrong about that, but I haven't seen anything about it recently. So, but it's looking good in the market for all these motors. Lots of choices, and torque sensing is definitely, obviously they're both good, but I do enjoy the torque sensor. So hope to build some more, hopefully soon. TSDZ2B, that's the motor that you're hearing with open source firmware on it. I've had a few builds I've done with this motor, and it's been really good. I think the 2.7 DMO2 is very comparable to this, and I would like to give one of those a try. Just want to make sure that parts are going to be available if needed. Best time to ride, I like the golden hour. Getting close to dark, and the sun is just at that point where it's casting the most beautiful colors on the fall foliage around here. Hope it comes out good in the video. It sure looks beautiful in real life. Guys, you don't need to spend a lot of money to enjoy this hobby. These electric bikes. Sometimes, you know, I don't know if sometimes is the right word. There's a lot of bikes on the internet that are very expensive, electric bikes, and there's a lot of them that are extremely inexpensive. Somewhere in between is what you want. You'd be better off buying a bike with good specs. Doesn't have to be the best name brand out there. There's a lot of good bikes that aren't top shelf, as they say, in air quotes, bikes. Just look at the specs and the upgradability of it. And you can put one of these kits on so many different bikes and make it your own and not have a whole lot of money tied up in it. I mean, I'm talking $1,000 or sometimes less and sometimes a little more, depending on what you want. But again, you can make it your own and you can upgrade it as you go. It's just very easy to get into this if you're interested in it.